Yes, the Bonneville T120 Black. It's like the Street Twin, but different. Yes, thank you for watching. Hi everyone. Yes, time for another quick ride. Today I've got the Triumph Bonneville T120. Yes, it's the new Bonneville. I've already tested the Street Twin a while ago. And today I'm just doing a very quick ride on the Bonneville because I want to feel what the difference is. Now the first thing that you can obviously feel is that the bike's got a bit more torque. It feels a little beefier than the Street Twin, which is to be expected because it does have the 1200cc engine rather than the 900cc engine. But it feels really good. Feels really good. The riding position is a bit more upright than it is on the Street Twin. This is a more leisure bike than the Street Twin is. The Street Twin is more about fun. It's more about, you know, chucking it about. This is, of course, a bit more. The styling is very important on this bike as well, of course. And this is a bit more leisure. You can feel it as you're sitting on the bike, just a bit more upright, a bit more comfortable. Not that the Street Twin is uncomfortable in any way, but it just feels slightly different. The riding position fits the bike. Now, obviously, I can't show the exterior at this point in time, but it does look good. It looks like a Bonneville, really. Now, I don't know the specs for the bike by heart, but like I said, it's a bit more powerful, both in terms of horsepower and torque, than the Street Twin. The main difference that we can see down here is that the Bonneville has 2 clocks, whereas the Street Twin has just the 1 clock. The new Bonneville also has a rev indicator, but it still keeps the gear shift indicator, and it shows the information that you would want to see. What I've got here is a range. I've got the fuel level indicator, and if I press the mode button, or actually the info button over here, I get the mileage and a couple trip computers, consumption per 100 kilometers average, and the current consumption. Yeah, it's got this really deep and throaty sort of burble going on. Now, I think you can get some other exhausts for this, of course, which will obviously change the sound. But I gotta say, this feels right for this bike. It does have a lot of torque all the way through the rev range, which means that in pretty much any gear you just twist and you're off. So I've got the heated grips, push the button, off, low, high. Let's set them on the high for now because I am kind of chilly. One other thing that we've got here on the Bonneville are the riding modes. Now the riding modes are basically the same thing as you get on the Tiger 800 and the new Tiger Explorer. Of course, on those 2 bikes you get a boatload of different of modes, plus modes you can set up yourself. On the Bonneville, however, we get 2 modes, which are road and rain, but frankly, I'd say that's pretty much all you need. It doesn't change the power output, it just changes the, where do we go? Oh, let's go here. No, actually, let's go the other way. It just changes the way the power is delivered, or rather the aggressiveness of the throttle valve. That's what it changes, but it doesn't change the power output. One other thing the Bonneville carries over from the Street Twin is the clutch. The Street Twin has the light clutch thing. I once again forgot the name. But this one has it as well. So that means it's got a very light clutch, which you can operate very easily, even just with one finger, which is advisable because you'll pinch your hand. But it feels very light. It's not a heavy clutch at all, which is a good thing. It gives a lot of finesse, the clutch here, which also makes it easy to do, low speed maneuvers and such, because you can keep it at the bite point a lot easier. It also feels like the bite point has a large range, so it's not like nothing, then everything in once and you're off. It has a wider range, and I like that, to be honest. My Hornet, for example, has that very short range. It makes it very jumpy when doing low speed maneuvers. One other thing that is carried over, of course, because of the ride-by-wire, is traction control. So obviously you've got ABS as standard, but since it's got the ride-by-wire, Triumph has chosen, just like on the Street Twin, to integrate traction control as well. Didn't even need to change gear. I'm still in 4th, actually, by the way. Alright, let's just quickly go over the styling of the bike here. Now, of course, this looks like a fairly basic package, I think. Oh no, it's the T120 Black. See, I hadn't even looked at it. So maybe this isn't the best example to see how pretty a Bonneville can actually look with all the chrome on it. But if this is your thing, well, here it is. It's completely black, with all the matte black painted parts, which are of course heat resistant. The gaiters over the forks there. It's got this little detail here. On the other bikes, that's in chrome, looks very nice. Looks very flashy. The seat is comfortable, and look at it. It looks beautiful, right? Looks like a very pretty stitched leather seat. Now, it's not leather, I think. It's leatherette. And this stitching isn't real, as I can see right now, but it looks the part. Looks the part. Yeah, so this, by the way, is the new engine. It's the 1200 cc high torque variant. The Street Twin has the 900 cc high torque variant, and the Thruxton has the 1200 cc high power variant. Of course, we've got the fake carburetor system here, which actually is an injection system. We've got these, what are these called, these exhausts? They have a specific name, this type of exhaust, but it's here. One thing Triumph has done very well, actually, is they've hid the catalytic converter gubbins down here. So the tube looks like it's a straight tube, like you would have on any old Bonneville bike before it. But they've hidden that gubbins all the way down here with just the tube going in the side like that. Same thing for the radiator. The water-cooled, or the water radiator sits where the old oil radiator used to sit, and it's got a little fan in the back here. But they've done a really good job in hiding all that stuff. I've got a more classic logo on the bike than the Street Twin. Got the classic indicators. Okay, so there's one other feature I want to show off that the Street Twin doesn't have, and that is that very nice LED daytime running light that runs along the bottom here. That is just a very, very, very nice addition. So we've got a button over here. If you press that, you switch to the normal lights, which you would use in the dark. And once you've got these lights switched on, when you press the pause button, basically, it turns on the high beams. But I really like that. Now, of course, this means you have to switch from daytime running lights to the normal lights yourself. But man, I love how they look. Again, we've got the integrated emergency switch and start button here. So let's wrap this up, shall we? Yes, the Bonneville T120 Black. It's like the Street Twin, but different. Yes, thank you for watching. No, but it's true. It's like the Street Twin because it's basically the same bike, but it's obviously styled to look a little more classic, much more like the old Bonneville. It's in that respect, it looks less sporty, it looks less modern, but it does have that classic look. So that is, you know, if that's what you want, if you've always wanted a Bonneville but you can't buy a new Bonneville anymore, then well, this is it. This is the bike you want to get. One thing that it has over the Street Twin is, of course, the engine. Personally, I prefer this engine over the Street Twin engine, but that's not to say that the Street Twin engine is per se worse. I just like a bit more grunt, that's all. Of course, this bike comes with a plethora of accessories, so you can, you know, fit it out exactly the way you want. And of course, the aftermarket will soon jump on that as well. So there will be plenty of fun to be had there. Yeah, what can I say, right? It's a bike that once again pleasantly surprises me. You know, if you like it, if you like the way it looks, go to a dealer, say hi, and just ask for a test ride, because I think you'll be pleasantly surprised as well. Anyway, I've got to turn the bike in to the dealership now, so I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.